What's amazing to me is what we can see and what lights up and how big those flames are. I mean, there's 6-foot flames kicking out of these cars going down the track. It's hard to explain to people unless you're actually doing it. Like the videos are show it great, do the deal great, but being in the car and feeling what's going on and what it's wanting to do to run, and the flames, not only the flames from your car, but the other car side by side doing 250 miles an hour, there's nothing else like it. No other class. And whenever I say kings of the sport, and you'll hear me say that a lot, I really mean that. This is the start of it. This is the best class. These are the baddest cars in the United States.
We've been trying some new stuff, end of last year, beginning of this year. I don't know, some of it worked, some of it didn't, so I don't know, we're not really totally thinking about points at the moment. We just want to get the car to start, do a burnout, make a run, get it in the show, and then we'll go from there.
We finally, got to see some fruits of our labor here, and everybody knows we work hard. But all the teams work hard, so I can't say we work hard any harder, but Mike does. We made the trek back here to Oklahoma, and there might be a points chase involved. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try to do my job like I normally should, and not let all that get in my way.
With the new car for the last year, we've been struggling with our 60-foot times, and so what we're doing is to compare the two chassis. We brought the old car out of mothballs and wrapped it like the new car, and we're going to try it here at Tulsa. It's going to be kind of a glorified test for us. So we're going to check it, see if we get better 60-foot times. The two cars are quite different from each other. How far the engines are out, the thickness of the chassis, all that stiffness, all that type of stuff is playing a big part in what we think is going on with the new cars. So we're going to put it out there and see if it runs better.
Front engine, nitro methane burning dragsters, man, here in the first round of qualifying. Oh, the tires go away, man. They're going to go back to the throttle motor, trying to get a better qualifying number. How about 574 for BOWEN? 238 miles per hour.
The combination we're running right now, it definitely 60 foot's harder than what most cars do, and we're trying to finesse that right now and just figure that in our tune-up still, and we're still learning. We don't have very many laps on this combination, and but that's what it takes is laps to figure this stuff out, and that's what we're going to do.
This is the motor out of the Tramp, the fuel alternate we used to run, and we changed a couple little things, but the heart of it's still the same. So I didn't think it'd be as big of a learning curve driving a Dragster. They're actually, to me, harder to drive because I learned driving an Alter. That's all I've ever driven. So now driving a Dragster is a little more challenging. It's hard to stay off the steering wheel sometimes. I want to steer it like it's a go-kart, and it's not a go-kart. It's a Dragster, and it'll let you know. You turn the wheel, and it takes a minute to react, and then you chase it the rest of the way down the track.
Tulsa Raceway parking lot. Wow! Look at, oh man, and an engine going away in the left lane, right side. 5.88 seconds and 216 miles per hour. What a run for Brian Hall. Here's Jim Murphy out of Fulton, California in the left lane, heating the lines up on the back end of that fuel Dragster.
It's really exciting. There's a good turnout here at Tulsa. Well, we're going to go out and try and win this thing. If we do, and if Mike happens to go out early, it could still be a race for the championship. But it's his right now to lose, and we're going to have to do awful well to get around him. But we'll give it a go.
Her down at 6:08, 209 miles per hour. How about the right lane, young man? And look at the fire speed out here. It gets a little squirrely there, but he's keep on and across the line. 583 and a 7. Let's take a look. That's got to be up there. He's the number 2 qualifier.
That was a planned 1,000-footer, and everything is mile an hour looks good at half track. Half track numbers look good. I think we're looking pretty good. We're feeling good. We can't get too excited yet. It's not over with even qualifying yet. We're not going to necessarily stay at number 2. We got to do this again and just get some consistency out of the car. So we'll see.
Looking run. He'll coast through the traps at 6:24, 163 miles per hour. Brett Williamson. Wait, look at this! 597!
We knew it was coming. We ran 4:01 at St. Louis in the 8th, which we knew if we could just do that and get to the finish line, we'd run a 5. So we did. We made a lot of changes to the car in this race. The first run, we were just trying to make sure everything was okay, and then we tuned it up. And I wasn't really expecting a 5. I was expecting a 6.0. But that's how these cars are. They'll just surprise you. Nitromethane, when it gets happy, it just goes. So.
Shuts it off early at 6:37. Oh, look at that smoke, man. That is an Irish car bomb.
Well, in Q1, the car was running pretty good, about 1,000 foot. The clutch came in locked up, and we just spun the tires from there to the finish line. Motor went to about 10.6, so clocked at a 6.08, which got us in the field. Then in Q2, about same thing, about 800-900 feet. The breather let go. I got oil all over the header and the windshield, so I had to back out of it. But looks like we got everything fixed for today. The weather's a lot hotter today. Water grains are up, and we're going to tune around it.
Oh yeah, this is my home track. My car owner, John Brook in Grand Prix, they've sponsored this racetrack for over 50 years. He gives us all the parts that we need to go fast, and this is basically, we're doing it for him. And without him, none of this would happen.
Needs to get this thing out of the 8th spot, somewhere in the middle. Oh, he had something. Well, I think he had more than that problem on the right bank. 632, 192. Wheeler will stay number 8 in qualifying. He's in the field. right side, the Grand Prix automotive machine. Nice short and soft burnout. I think guys way down there. Bowen with a good looking smoky burnout across the pad down there in the left lane. Here we go, Bowen out of Michigan, clearing it out, one time, ready for the Nitro. We go through that engine, here we are. Wheeler out to the lead, and what a charge to the top end, and Bowen may have got a piston or two, and Wheeler may have went down to the piston goddess. How about 583, 215 miles per hour. All right, so Bowen, the winner at 583.9, 215 miles per hour. Your number one qualifier qualified at 574.
Everything's going real smooth, nothing hectic over here. We found our issue of why it was burning itself up in Martin. We're really confident we have that fixed. So we're just looking at it one round at a time, one day at a time, one step at a time. I've talked to Jimmy on the phone, I don't know how many times already. He's not here, but he's here. I think we'll be okay as long as my ego don't step up and make me do something that's not intelligent. I think we'll be fine. I wish he was here, but I've talked to him enough that I'm okay with him not being here.
That race, because look at 60 foot, 107, 104 for Taylor. Taylor's at 68 to a 71 down at the split. Secondary fuel systems come on. Now it's look at a whole shot advantage. Oh, she's fading away. Will the Atlanta car get him on the top? And he does. Oh my! Did you see that drag race, man? What a whole shot! Look at this whole shot. That's a week and a half in a top fuel car. 090, 290 on the 0, 106, 116, 60 foot. That car should have won this event in the left lane. So Hoosier Tire's going to come to life here any second. Here we go.
Look at the burnout from Brett Williamson, and here comes Sorokin.
Wow, so he lights the hides. Adam Sorokin gets the hides to light up pretty good. That's a beautiful car, man. If you haven't looked close to this machine, the black and the gold leaf paint. Into the top lights, pre-stage, now down to the stage, fully stage, and they're down. Sorokin's got a little bit, just going be the young car on the right side of the racetrack, but Sorokin down on the top end. Look at the drag race, man, 594, 699, 228 miles per hour.
We're never going up there to go slower. Yeah, we're just racing in humidity we're not used to. We thought we hopped it up, but really all we did was just made it slightly softer than qualified. Had an oil leak, I couldn't see nothing. We made it to about 800 feet. There's a pretty hard bump out there I wasn't expecting. The drive shaft went to like 13,000 RPM. Yeah, no, we didn't hurt nothing. It was just dead soft. We're gonna hop it up for the next round because we got Adam.
Yeah, I got lucky. So driver error, I thought the clutch was pulling hard, but the stupid driver was leaning on the throttle trying to be ready to go, which is a bad habit that I sometimes have. The motor was about 1,000 RPM higher than it should have been, therefore it was pulling me through the light. And of course I'm worried about not going through the light. Instead of relaxing my right foot, problem solved. So I cut a terrible light. And he's out. I was going after him. Mine started leaking fuel, but then he shut off. And then I was driving up to him and it started spraying fuel in my face, but I stayed in it till I got by him. Anyway, so it was great. I mean, we're gonna get this thing ready, tune it up a little bit. We got to run, the fastest car here next round, so I better cut a good light this time.
How about that, Jake? 1 versus 4 in the qualifying ladder. Sean Bowen coming up out of Goodrich, Michigan. In the left lane, Julius Hughes out of Gainesville, Georgia in the right lane. The Atlanta Speed Machine ready to go to the top lights. Here we go. Lights are coming out. Wake and blink in action. Green light. Look at the Atlanta. Way close to the wall down there. The wind light comes up at 562.6. 255 miles per hour for Sean Bowen out of Goodrich, Michigan. Your number 1 qualifier moves on again. What a round. And then let's talk about Julius Hughes, who had the whole shot at 092. Didn't get at that 60-foot mark. It was .978 for Bowen. 144 out of the throttle for the number 4 qualifier. Sorkin's gone 583. This is an anybody race right here. The champion speed shot machine comes to the water. Here they go to the puddle. Wow. Sounds like Hall got a tune-up, man. Here comes the bug. They're ready to go. Brian Hall, I apologize. Tell them to be quiet, but I can't hear a thing. From the tower, number 2 qualifier, Sorokin, cleaning the tires. Left side of the racetrack to the Crowler side. Down to the Grand Prix side. Riosa, California's Brian Hall. Hall is in. The bug is back there watching. Now it's time for him to go to work. Here comes Sorokin. Will it be 1 and 2 in the final? Oh, look goes in deep. Out on it, green lights are out. Flames are flying as soon as look at Hall down on the top end. Will he get it? No! Hall gets walked around at 575.2. 237 miles per hour. 590, 193 in the right lane for Brian Hall. Listen to the reaction time for Brian Hall. All right, listen. 002 on the tree in the right lane. 002, man. You tell me he wasn't ready for the race.
He almost got me. That was almost a perfect light on his part. He did a 002. I think we were in 030. And I saw him for a long time going down that track. So, when you race that guy, he's for real, so you got to get it up for each other. And that was fun. It's a fun race. Well, I wasn't really looking for a 002 light. I just kind of wanted to take a little chunk. We were 34 last round, which is pretty good. Adam, I think, was 36, but I just kind of wanted to get a little bit of an advantage on him, Adam's a really good driver, and he's always leaving on everybody, and I wanted to leave on him, so I did. I didn't really see him. I had some header flames kind of blocking my view, and probably looked really good from the stands. We were both shooting some good flames out there, and the lights just went out, and I was devastated, and look over, and there goes Adam, just running right by. Header flames had the best seat in the house to watch him beat me, and Adam's a good dude. We really like him. Glad to. If we ain't gonna lose to anybody, I was glad to be him. But I wanted the round win. Don't get me wrong. And we were trying, but I think it's not gonna be long. We just get this couple little things figured out. I think maybe in October it might be our time. We got some heavy hitters showing up there, and I'd like to beat all those dudes.
badass, actually. That's our first 60 with the car, so we're really happy with that. Just keep tickling away at the tune-up final. Just looking for the win. That's all we're looking for. I'm gonna do my normal deal. I know Adam's a great lever. I used to be, so maybe I can come back to my old realm.
So looking for him in the lanes. Looking for him in the lanes. Top Fuel final. To the lanes, please. That'll end the night with Nitro in the atmosphere and your eyes watering. This will be the finals here for the Nitro Nationals NHRA Hot Rod Heritage Series in the Osage Casino Hotel, Tulsa Raceway Park, bringing it to us. Out of La Crescenta, California. I hope I said that right. But he's got the number 2 qualified, so it's 1 and 2 in the final. 583.7, 221 miles per hour is the number he laid down. So about a 10th faster in qualifying. Bowman and Sorkin ready to get it on here in the final of Top Fuel Eliminator.
Oh boy, look at the machine there. The champion speed shot machine.
Isn't that pretty?
Adam Sorkin.
Car is sharp. And of course, Bowen, who has that traditional looking car with just the back half was of gray and blue. Well, it's that time of the night. This is it, man. Top Fuel final, the final run of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being a part of the Nitro Nationals NHRA Hot Rod Heritage Series presented by Osage Casino Hotel here at Tulsa Raceway Park. We're coming to the puddle now.
Enjoy one last burn out of nitro methane here.
Here comes the number 1 qualifier in Top Fuel nostalgia. He likes the heights on the back end out of Goodrich, Michigan. His competition already backing up down there in the right lane. Adam Sorkin. Look at that. Tell me they're not anxious. They're backing up faster than they went forward.
I know. Going full-on dips and full-on sprints from the bugs and backup guys. The finals are upon us again. Shane Balkin left-hand lane, the Violator.
How about it? What a trip from California in the right lane, Michigan in the left lane, 1 and 2 in qualifying. Number 1 in the left lane, here we go. Get ready, fans. Whomever just pounds on the hand of that blower and says, go get him. Looks like Sean Bowen gets into the beams right here in the top lights. Here comes Adam. Rolling in. RPM's coming up. Get ready, fans. This is what we waited all night for. Top Fuel final. Flames coming out above the steel. Fuel cars tagging a top end the red light. Oh, and a huge supercharged explosion. It fired down on the top end. 593, 211 miles per hour. And the victor goes to Bowen.
Who cares if you blow it up? If you blow it up, win it, baby. Sean Bowen.
Unreal. Oh, they were spitting spark plug tips out of those things, man. They leaned him up a bit down there, but what a run. Sorokin looked like he was going to make that charge, man, and try to bring it back. And he was in the mile per hour, 203 miles per hour, 1,000 foot. They were identical. 494.5. Both cars identical at 1,000 foot. The win light comes up at 593.6 and a huge supercharged explosion.
Back it down if it makes any consolation.
Yeah, we won. Good job. You left at him. We outran him. That was a little warm.
Hi?
That was a little warm.
Was it?
It was a little warm in there. It was trucking good. I just kind of just had a little hiccup and I felt that and I was like, all right, and it kind of cleared up and then all of a sudden, boom, we're just hyping at once. So I don't know, it's crazy. We did something wrong. Well, we did win.
Well, we did win. Key point. Key point.
Good job. It seemed like a little spark. I seen that and all of a sudden just like, whoo.
Looked like ignition or
Stupid goddamn.
Rods came out?
Oh, I'm sure it did. Computer won't shut off either. Got a piece of my pulled.
Let's go!